Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another SouthTech presentation. As titled, Cybersecurity Training, this particular presentation focuses on the threats and security aspects online and ways on how to tackle the risk using common sense and a few basic practices. Let's begin. So, what is information and what is information security? Well, in the simplest sense, the word information refers to the facts about something or someone, and information security refers to the act of protecting information against unauthorized use. Information security also suggests that our privacy is protected. So, what are the risks of information loss and how it impacts someone's privilege? Well, the risks of losing information can easily lead to losing privileges. Whether it is simply the details of a contact at an office or even their credentials, employees working for small, medium, or large enterprises can be at risk anytime unless they are being careful with what information they share. Here's a video by IBM Films to demonstrate how crucial basic information such as a name and an email address can be if it falls in the wrong hands.
What's going on?
Looks like a malfunction. Green 4 ways, Fulton and Broad.
Wait, what?
That can't be good. Ah, you gotta be kidding.
John, you need to see this.
Is it an error or is this really happening?
4-way greens all up and down Broad, now up Liberty.
Looks like there's been a breach in our central server. Someone's taking control.
Accident on wall. EMS rerouted.
This is not happening. How is this possible?
Accident on William.
Hey, they're creating a perimeter. Notify the cybersecurity task force now.
Just did. They're detecting a rogue piece of software in our security system. They're tracking it down now.
How long?
They need time.
It's gonna take hours to clear these intersections.
The financial district. They blocked it off.
John, it's cybersecurity task force. They're saying the leak was traced back to your tablet. Your tablet.
No. How could that be? How?
We can email you our daily specials if you'd like. We just need your name and email.
Yeah, sure. John, John. Rapahama, Rapahama. Email john@trafficcontrol.com.
All right, we'll call your order when it's ready.
Thank you.
Hi, can I get a large Honduran for here, please?
Yes, of course.
John, more intersections are being targeted. The gridlock's centering on the Fed Bank.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are. We anticipate being back online in 20 minutes. Will you be back in full control? Yes, I realize that, sir. I realize that, yes. Yes, we will. Yes, we will, absolutely. How could we have prevented this? Jeanette, can you connect me to Stephen in IT? Thanks.
Stephen here.
Stephen, this is John. My tablet just registered a UEM alert and shut itself down. Did you pick up anything on that?
Your tablet was compromised by an email phishing scam. Our mobile threat management software identified the malware intrusion and wiped your tablet clean of all company data. Our real-time incident response system also found an intrusion in one of our central servers. The non-compliant server has been automatically quarantined and immediate remediation action is being taken to get back to full compliance.
That's a good thing. No need for any unpleasant events this morning. Great, thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Prevent, detect, and respond to cyber threats. Powered by IBM Security.
Security threats, attacks, and vulnerabilities can be caused by two major ways. Firstly, by human, and secondly, because of natural disasters such as floods, fires, earthquakes, etc. The human-caused threats can be categorized in two types. One, being malicious, which can be triggered both by insiders or outsiders using programs or software that can hurt any organization very badly. The other, security threat caused by human, can be categorized being non-malicious, which happens only because of employees being too ignorant and not applying common sense. In this section, we're going to discuss on the common types of cybersecurity attacks. First, malware. Malware is simply defined as code with malicious intent that typically steals data or destroys something on the computer. It is introduced to the system through email attachments, software downloads, or operating system vulnerabilities. Amongst different types of malware, we have virus, worms, or Trojan horse, which are code that copies itself to edit or destroy content. Then there's bots, which infects the host and connects back to the central server and launches broad attacks. Ransomware is a threat to publish, delete, or block access to data unless money is paid. And spyware is a code that collects or monitors information and sends it to an unauthorized user. Another common type of cybersecurity attack is phishing, otherwise known as spam. Phishing can be done through sending emails acting as a real company to trick users to share personal information like passwords or credit card details. Similar to the concept of phishing, the hacker awaits their victim to enter confidential information in the infected websites and later use this information for the hacker's benefit. A typical cybersecurity attack where the servers are mainly targeted is the denial of service attack or the DOS attack. It effectively disrupts the service of the network as the attacker sends high volume of data or traffic so the network becomes overloaded. Now, let's watch another video by Cisco Systems that will help us understand how a ransomware attack is done.
How did you decide to become a hacker?
Well, I'm not really sure what it means to become a hacker. That's like some guy in a hoodie who types really fast and stays up all night writing code and cracking passwords? It's not me. I just spy on people and see what makes them click. It's not a bad job.
Mark Hanning, CEO of Qualicart, set to report earnings after their blockbuster IPO.
So you consider this a job?
I put a lot of work into this. I'm not lazy. It takes research to figure out the key players, learn all about them, their families, their friends, what they care about. You have to understand the company's organization. I get a lot of my information from the sales department because they're always so quick and eager. They're hungry. People trust too easily. They don't look at the details. I do. Details matter. That's what I'm good at. It has to look completely believable. It has to look familiar. This is where research is important. It's not some generic piece of spam. It's an email from their boss with their company signature. It's written in the voice of the boss. It's what he would say if he were writing this.
What about the malware itself? How does that work?
Somebody else out there already wrote all the code that does the actual attack. I'm just using it in the attachment. My skill is in my ability to get a bunch of people to click on that attachment. I always wonder what it's like when the whole thing unfolds on their end, when the panic sets in.
Please leave your message after the beep.
Hey, this is Rajiv in finance. Call me as soon as you get this. Something's up with my laptop. I can't.
Katie, are you on your way into the office? Something's going on with our file servers.
Karen in HR, our benefits dashboard seems really slow. We're getting calls from users on it. Give me a call when you get this. Joining conference now.
Apparently, there's a malware attack targeting our main...
It's ransomware. They're holding us hostage. We're locked out of everything. I can't even check my phone. What about the backup?
That will take days.
We need this fixed now. Pay it. We don't have a choice. We're reporting earnings in 2 hours.
But how do we know that they'll...
Pay it. Put every single person on getting us back up and running. That's the only priority now. Okay, it's done. I have the decrypt key. Mark, we have a big problem. The ransomware was just to distract us. They got inside. They got everything. Customer data, financials, everything.
Qualicart is reeling today from the news that hackers have released the personal information of nearly
The
2
Nasdaq
million
closed
customers.
lower today, led by Qualicart, which was down 14% on news that their recent data breach may be far worse than the company
Its stock
originally
fell
acknowledged.
to a new all-time low on news that CEO Mark Hanning is stepping down after what is turning out to be one of the worst breaches of personal information in recent history.
Do you feel bad about releasing the personal information? All the financials? All the money that was lost?
All I did was get the files. I'm not the one that decided to release them. I'm not the one that shorted the stock. Somebody else had their reasons for that. It's above my pay grade. I was paid to do a job, and I did it well. And that's what's expected of anyone, isn't it? Anyway, markets bounce back.
It is said and believed that prevention is better than cure. So, if we are able to prevent the ways of cyber attacks, only then we can ensure information security and protect ourselves. The common ways to prevent cyber attacks are as follows. Update the firewall in a regular basis, using a strong password and not writing it down. Not to share the password with anyone. Avoid clicking emails and links that are suspicious. Avoid using public Wi-Fi for banking or financial service related tasks. Use HTTPS connections as it is encrypted by transport layer security. Look out for misspelling in links and email addresses. Make sure to scan portable drives such as USB for viruses before using it. A common practice for information security is to back up the data externally on a frequent basis. Also, corrupted sites, illegal download sites, and sites with adult content usually possess great risk of cyber attacks such as viruses and ransomwares. In this section of the training, We'll look into a few examples of emails and programs disguised to cause information loss. So, how to spot them? For starters, fake email have rather a generic greeting than personal. Email address is odd, and most cases it's misspelled. Names of organizations that don't even exist, poor quality of presentation, and overly official or a forced language. Here we have an email attachment of a .exe file, and if we look closely, we'll notice that the subject is very odd. These are two very alarming signs of email correspondence being fake. This attachment could very easily be a Trojan horse virus. Another common practice to spot fake emails is to click the From Sender to reveal from where this email is actually being sent from. Also, check the greeting if it's generic or not. Finally, there should always be a link that includes your own email address, otherwise this could possibly be a fake email. The best way to protect ourselves from cybersecurity attack is to apply common sense. Imagine you received an email with a PDF file attached and there is a hyperlink of a Microsoft Excel inside of it. Doesn't it seem very unusual? This could also turn out to be a virus and harmful for your computer. Hackers often try to confuse us with misrepresented images and misleading subjects in the email. If you click links in emails like these or download attachments or pictures, you are most likely allowing viruses, worms, trojans, spyware, bots, or other such security threats into your system. Beware. The following example is about domain name altercation. The domain names are swapped with letters or numbers. In order to spot domains that are fake, a little observation may prove really handy. The hackers usually alter a few words or letters with identical ones to confuse the end user. We must always try to avoid visiting the websites that aren't what they actually seem they are. Let us watch another video that will help us with ways to reduce the risks and cybersecurity threats online.
Information security works best when you pause, think, and act. Common sense and smart thinking can protect information sometimes even better than technology can. For example, when connecting to a Wi-Fi in public places.
No. No. Yes.
Always connect to a secure encrypted Wi-Fi hotspot. When you are in a crowded place.
Hello.
Sir, what's the final price we are bidding for the contract?
Give me a moment.
Never discuss sensitive business information in a crowded place. When you leave your work desk.
No, wait. Did I forget something?
Always lock your computer screen when you are leaving your work desk. While participating in social media. Never disclose any sensitive business information in social media while leaving the printer bay. Pick up all the printouts immediately after printing. Do not leave it unattended. As you can see, you don't need technology to protect information all the time. All you need to do is pause, think, and act.
A few important things to remember while using the internet. 1. Who's watching your online activities? 2. Who's listening to you while you're speaking over the internet? 3. If you're receiving something, then who's the sender? 4. What actually are they sending you? 5. Are you viewing the website that you initially planned to visit? 6. What can you do with the information that is being sent to you? And 7. Where can you store the information? Remember, ignorance can never be an excuse. It can also never present something great for businesses. As representatives of your esteemed organizations, you are supposed to utilize the power of knowledge and better equip your professional skills to reach newer heights. Ignorance is not bliss. So, be concise and remember to store your information safely. And also, be careful when it comes to exchanging the data. Try choosing safer options. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. We would love to give credit to Microsoft, Cisco, IBM, Kaspersky Lab, Information Security Quotient, and YouTube for being the source of the valuable references that was used in this presentation. We also believe that you will be much more aware of the risks now and be able to effectively take advantage of the common ways discussed throughout this training. Stay safe online. This has been another presentation by South Tech Limited.